The train screeched to a halt. Its arrival was tardy, the digital clock on the platform blinking 11:59 p.m. Maya was late. She sprinted towards the open doors, her heart pounding. She had to catch this train. It was the last one home. Maya squeezed through the closing doors, exhaling in relief. The train car was nearly deserted, a lone figure huddled in the corner, shrouded in shadow. Maya picked a seat as far away as possible. She just wanted to go home. The train lurched forward, rattling down the tracks. Maya shivered. An unnatural chill settled over the car, despite the warm air conditioning. The fluorescent lights flickered, casting the interior in a sickly yellow glow. A low hum vibrated beneath her feet. She glanced at her reflection in the window. Her face was pale, eyes wide with growing unease. Something felt wrong, very wrong. The air itself seemed heavy, thick with an unseen dread. A soft whisper seemed to slither from the train speakers. Maya's head snapped up. It was too low to make out any words. She glanced around, her heart pounding. Had the other passenger spoken? The whisper came again, a sibilant murmur that sent chills down her spine. It seemed to come from all directions at once. Panic started to rise in her chest. She gripped the armrests, her knuckles turning white. Maya's gaze darted around the empty train car. The seats, unoccupied moments ago, now seemed to be filled with shadows. They shifted and moved, dark forms lurking at the edge of her vision. Everywhere she looked, she felt unseen eyes watching her. The feeling intensified, pressing down on her like a physical weight. She couldn't breathe. She was trapped. Section 5. The train doesn't stop. The train screeched as it rounded a bend, the lights flickering violently. Maya's station flew by. She jumped up, pressing the emergency button. It wouldn't illuminate. She slammed her fist against it, but the train didn't slow. Faster and faster the train rattled through the tunnels, the darkness outside reflecting her growing terror. She was trapped on a runaway train, hurtling towards an unknown destination. At the end of the car, the lone figure in the shadows slowly straightened. It began to walk towards her, its footsteps unnatural, soundless. Terror clawed at Maya's throat, choking off any scream. As it drew closer, Maya could make out the shape of its face, gaunt and pale, with hollow black eyes that seemed to devour the surrounding light. It was a face etched with an eternity of suffering and malice. The figure stopped inches from Maya. Its breath washed over her face, cold and fetid, like the air from an open grave. She squeezed her eyes shut, waiting for the inevitable, but the touch never came. She cautiously opened her eyes. The figure was gone. The train screeched to a halt, plunging the car into darkness. The only sound was the frantic thumping of Maya's own heart. The lights flickered back on. Maya was alone on the train. The doors slid open, revealing a deserted station she didn't recognize. Trembling, she stumbled onto the platform, her legs barely able to hold her weight. She looked back at the train, but it was already pulling away, disappearing into the darkness of the tunnel. Maya was left alone, stranded in a place that felt strangely wrong. Maya finally found her way home, the journey a blur in her memory. But the terror of that night stayed with her. She never took the train again, haunted by the pale face with the empty eyes and the chilling whisper that echoed in her nightmares. Next time,